Welcome back all. In recent classes, we have seen there are different instructions like line, polyline, then how to draw polygon, rectangle, circle, cloud, a spline, then how to make a block, how to insert a block. After that, we have seen some instructions from modifier palette, that is erase, copy, mirror, offset, and other applications. Now, to make drawing easier, there are different options in AutoCAD. One of them is nothing but uh, layer properties. And before that, we are going to see the layers. What is layers and what is the application of layers? Generally, whenever we are going to draw any drawing, it is having different parts. Like let us talk about winding diagram of induction motor. So in case of winding diagram, there are different types of windings like R phase winding, Y phase winding, B phase winding, and there are different slots. So if we are going to draw all the windings with same color, then it is very difficult to identify which one is R phase, which one is Y phase, and which one is B phase, as well as to modify it. It becomes very difficult if we are not going to use the layers. So what is the beauty of layer? That we'll see, but before that we'll see how to create a layer. So for layer, just click here on layer property manager. One window will get open. Now by default there is one layer which is called as a zero layer. So every time while creating new layer, you have to click on zero layer and click here. It will show you new layer, or you just press alt and n to get new layer. So I will just click here on zero layer and click on new layer. So this is layer 1. I will name it as, suppose, layer 1. It is called as a R phase winding, and I will choose the color of this winding as red. This is enough. There are different types, like you may change the line type, line width, but right now it is not required. Again, I have to prepare a layer of Y phase. Then I will again click on zero, click on new, and just rename it as Y phase winding. And I will just change the color as yellow. And again, I want for B phase winding, so I will just click on new, double click here, and rename it as B phase winding, and I will choose a color as blue. So if you require any other layer, like let us say suppose core, just create one more. This one is for core, or we may call it as a slot, and color gray color I will choose for this. And if once these windings or layers are okay, just click on apply and okay. Now, so while let us suppose I have to draw the diagram for R phase winding, so I will select here R phase layer, and there is another option or another palette which is nothing but the layer properties. So in layer properties, here by default it should be by layer. You are not supposed to click red, yellow, green. You just keep it as by layer, and you may change line type, whether it is continuous, dotted, etc. You may change the width of the line, but I'm not going to do change it right now. Let us check. So I just selected R phase winding. I will select one line and I will draw it. So anyone's logic will be different. We'll see in details later one how to draw this line and shape of the winding, etc. But for the understanding purpose, I will just draw it like this. And suppose this is of R phase winding, somewhat like this. So you may observe the by default the color of this winding is red. Let us say I have to draw the winding for Y phase, so I will select Y phase. As it is bilayer, you may observe here directly the color will get changed. I will select line again. This one is of Y phase. You can draw this with dimension also. In further, we'll see how to draw the winding with proper dimensions as per our requirement. So this is Y phase. One more thing, instead of doing like this, suppose I have to draw the winding for B phase. I will just copy this, copy, and paste here. So another option is also there. Suppose this is Y phase. Right now it is Y phase winding, but I want to change it to B phase. So just select this and select the layer as B phase winding. It will get changed. Accordingly, if you are going to create such type of layers, it will be very easy for us to identify which one is R phase winding, Y phase winding, and B phase winding. Accordingly, if you are going to do just choose slot, core slot, and suppose you have to draw 24 parallel slot. So like this, suppose this is one slot, and by using copy offset, let us say I will use offset command, and let us say the slot distance is 20, and accordingly you just place like this. Here you observe that the color for slot is gray one, the color for R phase winding is red, Y phase is yellow, and this blue is for B phase. If you are going to select any line on R phase, you may observe here the layer is R phase winding and Y layer. Again, if you click on Y phase, here B phase winding, and if you click on slot, core slot. So this is all about how to create new layer, how to change its properties, and in further means while drawing the drawing for winding or transformer, we may create different layer for different parts of winding, and if we have to observe or we have to modify any part, it will become very easy as there is another command which is called as a layer 2. So if it is not available on your screen, how to take it? Let us say suppose it is not available here. I will just close it. So click just right click on the empty space. Click on A car, and there is a layer 2. So it will get appear. Now it is having means this layer 2 command is having some beauty, and which makes for us to create a drawing very easily. Suppose I have to just modify or just delete R phase winding. So there is one option is called as a layer isolate. So click on layer isolate, then select the part which we have to modify or delete. So I will select the R phase winding and press spacebar or enter. What will happen? only that part will get appear, remaining part will get disappear. So suppose I have to just modify this portion, I have to delete some part of this, I can erase. And once my modification is done, suppose I just extended this line here, so such type of modification I did. So once my modification is done, just click on layer unisolate, everything will get appear. So if one more thing, if these all the parts of this winding diagram, if it is not prepared in layer, different layer, then it will become very means impossible to isolate and unisolate. One more thing, suppose I have to just lock one of the layer. So click here, layer lock, select that layer and press enter. You may observe that suppose I'm going to delete this whole winding. As this layer is locked, it will not get deleted. I will repeat again. See, suppose this is R phase winding and I have to just lock it. So how to lock it? Here, layer lock, click on layer lock, press. So this will get, means click on that layer, it will get locked. So what is the use of this lock? See, whenever I'm moving cursor, there is a one symbol appearing of lock. That means this layer is locked. Now, what is the use? Suppose I have to modify this drawing and I will just select whole drawing and press delete button, delete or erase. Remaining drawing will get deleted, but that lock layer, it will not get deleted. So this is the beauty of this lock instruction. How to unlock this? Just click here, go on layer. You may observe here there is a lock symbol. Just click here, it will get unlocked. One more thing, layer off. So if I'm going to click on layer off and select particular layer, let us say Y phase layer, so it will get disappear. How to just make it appear? Go on that particular winding, that is Y phase. You may observe your bulb. Just click on that bulb, it will get on and it will appear again. So this is one of the means most of the times we have to use layer isolate, layer unisolate, then layer off, layer lock, then the layer freeze. But it is right now that is not required. In further practice, you may just use these commands for modifying the any drawing. One more I will just show you. This is layer match. Suppose this slot, it is of it is in layer of core slot, but I have to change the layer of this as R phase winding. That means I have to match the property of this line similar to that of this R phase. So you may use this match command, layer match, then select the source object. Uh, Suppose in our case this is the source object, so I will select this and I have to match the property of this object and give it to this line. So I will click here and press enter. It will get matched. So you may observe here the line properties change. It will become R phase winding. So accordingly, you may use this layer 2 properties like match, isolate, unisolate, then layer off, layer lock, and layer unlock. You may try this and practice this. After practicing, you will get exact idea about it. But whenever we are going to draw the different drawings, as per your idea, as per your imagination, you may use such type of properties and instructions to execute your drawing. It will means by using such type of instructions, the drawing becomes very easier. So we'll stop here for this, and in further sessions, we'll see how to draw the winding diagram for induction motor. Thank you so much. And if you are facing any doubts, you may just write it down in comment. Thank you.